ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? Welcome back. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a fantastic week, weekend, beginning of the week, whatever it is at the time you watch this video. I hope it's all good. Uh, since you joined us last, you can see we've had two absolutely stonking wins there, with a 2-0 away win to Reading and a 1-0 away win to Millwall. And we're about to enter our hardest period of the season, with a home game against Brentford and an away game against Norwich, both of which sandwiching a game against Bristol City. So that's the two teams that are above us in the table, with what should be a relatively easy win in between. So before we dive too deep into it, if you haven't already and you do like the videos, please do consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing that bell if you want to be notified when new episodes go live. Also, be sure to give it a big thumbs up because that really helps the video in the ranking algorithms. And it'd be great to get these videos in front of some more people. Also, leave me a comment down below. Suggest what team you think I should do next for the Back to the Top series. Doesn't have to be an English team, just has to be a team that hasn't won the title in a long time, but has at least once in the past. So Nottingham Forest are already on the list, but it doesn't have to be English, could be French, German, whatever. Doesn't have to be in a lower division, can be in the top division and just not won it for a long time. Hell, if we were talking about this a year or two ago, I could have done Liverpool, my boyhood club. I could have chosen Liverpool as the back to the top team, but that would have been a little bit too easy, I think. Uh, but yeah, we're going to dive into this today. So let's get forward towards this Brentford game. First things first, we've got our press conference. So let's see what they're going to ask me. Blackburn suffered defeat last time against Brentford. How will that affect them? It certainly helps to motivate the players. They notched up 3 straight league wins, and the promotion contenders lie in second place. Could be a very close game up against a team in form. So I'll say I won't lie, it's not going to be easy, and we've got to be prepared to fight for our rewards. Last time out against Millwall, we played well. Comes back to hard work. How important is the strong team spirit? Winning breeds confidence. Are you concerned that defeat could see morale plummet? I have no concerns about our mental strength. Don't care about Godos. I'm going to talk about my team, thanks. Adam Armstrong is one of the league leaders. He's certainly got plenty to offer. Let's be confident for him and hope we can keep his hot streak going. Now let's leave this press conference and crack on. Tomorrow, one of the hardest games of the season for us, Brentford. Second and first. We are third in the championship right now, 8 points clear of fourth place. So who actually liked that? Stuart Downing and Bradley Johnson both liked what I was talking about. We've got somebody starting a coaching course. Great, let's make our coaches better, which in turn should make our players better. And we've got a new coach joining as well. Fantastic. That'll make our players better as well. Let's ask him to recommend a signing. Search ends for a new coach. It does indeed. Training week in review. Davenport's done really well. Lenahan's done really well. Rankin Costello's done pretty good. And let's get into this game if we can. Come on, make it tomorrow already. Here we go. We can play a slightly weakened team maybe against Bristol just to save some players for Norwich. But Brentford is the challenge in front of us right now. Does Simunovic deserve an international call-up? Of course he does. He's my boy. Now let's see. Can we get into this match now? Yes, Simunovic wants it. Petev wants to take a look at him. Fantastic. Cunningham does well as we draw with Burnley under 18s. And Holtby's passed a fitness test. Now, let's have a look what we've got here. We're not bringing Harvey Elliott on because we're resting him until the Norwich game. We will do those opposition instructions. We're not going to work ball into the box. Now, team selection. We're going to make one change here. And that change is going to be to bring Barry Douglas on for Branthenwaite. Leave him on as a fullback support. And let's see what else we've got. Lenahan, Simunovic, Douglas Niambi, Rothwell and Travis in the centre with Jones, Dak and Costello, with Armstrong up front on his own. Going positive, the standard tactics that we've been playing and has been serving us so well for the past 11 games, which we've won all of them. And now let's see if our winning run's going to come to an end. Let's have a look at our opposition instructions first, though. So Zakiri, we're only showing him onto his weaker foot. We should probably press him all the time. And we should probably go in hard on him. Mark him tightly. So I'm going to take tight marking. No, I'm going to leave tight marking on there. But I'm also always going to press him. And Bumo I'll always press as well. Josh De Silva, I'm not that worried about. Norsgaard, apparently you just want to crack him, hit him hard. This'll do. I think this'll do. We'll also always press the keeper. And let's go to the team selection again. We've got our team selected. Let's go into the next match. Crack on. We're gonna ask for vengeance, I think, in the team talk if they give us the option to. Yes. I know a lot of you will be keen to avenge what happened the last time we played Brentford. Go out there and express yourselves. Boom. Armstrong was already motivated. He must have liked my comments from him in the press conference as Brentford start the game. Rankin Costello, though, heads forward, but Pinnock can pick it up. Now De Silva to Janelt. Now Godos on the wing, and no highlight there. And we've got a free kick now that Adam Armstrong's going to take. He sends it towards the goal, but it's wide, and Brentford have a goal kick. One shot apiece at the moment. Janelt's just been injured and has been replaced by Otasawi. 12 minutes gone, and we've got a throw. Nyambe to Rankin Costello. Plays it back to Travis. Travis plays a ball into the box looking for Armstrong, but doesn't find him as Bradley Dack picks up that second ball. Finds Rothwell. Curtis Jones back to Rothwell. He tries to shoot a curler, but it doesn't curl quite enough and ends up wide of the post. 17 minutes in now as Pinnock with a free kick to Otasawi. Playing triangles around in the defence right here now. Oh, what a mistake there. Opens things up for Blackburn as Armstrong tries to break through, but he's dispossessed twice and Otasawi can clear it out for a throw. Blackburn failing to capitalise on a mistake from Brentford there. 20 minutes gone, let's give them some encouragement. Come on, boys. Dig deep. We can do this. I'm not going to work the ball into the box. Stop telling me to do that. Bradley Dack is looking rather tired right now as Douglas takes a throw here to finds Curtis Jones into Rothwell. He kills one, hits the post, and now Pinnock gets to clear. He's carrying a knock at the moment, but he seems to be moving okay. Norwich currently winning 2-1 against Sheffield Wednesday. I'll take him off at half-time if he's still looking bad. And there's half-time, 0-0 at half-time. We have been the dominant force here, though. Our XG is over double Brentford's XG. Now let's have a look at this dressing room. So great opportunity to show. So let's say avenge them again. That's done what I wanted it to do. And let's have a look and see how our guys are performing. So we have no terrible performers right here. We have Bradley Dack not playing great. And again, Armstrong not playing fantastic either. But I'm not going to risk taking Armstrong off right now. But I will bring Ben Woodburn on for Bradley Dack. And I'll bring Holtby on for Rothwell. And hopefully Holtby won't get himself injured. Oh no, he wants to stay on. He says his injury isn't affecting him. Let's leave him to it for now. He wants to stay on. Let's leave him to it. So we've brought on Woodburn. Let's just double check and make sure that hitting undo didn't undo the Woodburn sub. Nope, it didn't. Cool. Woodburn is coming on. Let's start that second half, and hopefully Ben Woodburn will be a bit better than Bradley Dack for us, especially at feeding Armstrong, who heads a ball from Lenihan back to Woodburn. And now Rankin Costello's breaking forward into the box, but then forced out wide by Otasawi, and it's out for a Blackburn throw on this right-hand side. Nyambe with ball in hands. Long throw out towards Rankin Costello, but it's headed for a corner. Who's that sprinting over? Barry Douglas, like an absolute train, eager to take this corner here, but only finds the head of a Brentford player now as Henry knocks the ball forward to Mabumo. Mabumo's got the entire Blackburn defence in front of him now, but he skips past one, finds De Silva, who finds Godos. Zekri, Henry, they finally take a shot, but it cannons off a few defenders there, and Woodburn clears it out of play for a throw. I wish there was a dig deep option, but fire up just isn't enough, I think. So I think we're just going to encourage them again. Come on, boys. And they want us to take Lenihan off right now for Branthenwaite as Rankin Costello heads clear there. Otasawi now trying to build again. Switches it across towards Rosolev. Mabumo back to Rosolev, but he hits it wide. And now let's ourselves take a look at our... So I'm not going to take Lenihan off. He's playing okay. But I think I will take Rothwell off now. And we will bring Holtby on for him. Because Holtby might be able to make something happen with his incredible passing skills. I say incredible passing skills. He's got 14 passing, but his technical ability is pretty good. His mental ability is pretty good. And his physical is still pretty good for someone of 30 years old. So let's just do that sub. See if he can make a difference for us. Got a throw here now on the left-hand side. Douglas to Woodburn. Back to Douglas again. Trying to make his way forward. Curtis Jones now breaking through. Skips past one man. Passes it into Lewis Holtby. Finds Ben Woodburn, who shoots, but it cannons off the Brentford defender's legs. And finds Curtis Jones again. Playing it back now into the centre of the park with Lewis Travis. Tries to find Jones, but overhits the pass and it's out for a throw. Now have a Brentford throw here. Albanos to Otasawi, De Silva, Tony to Godos. Godos breaking into the area here now, essentially one-on-one with the keeper, but Kaminski is able to tip it over the bar. And now it is a corner for Brentford. And we are going to make some tactical changes here at about the 70th minute. So what we're going to do is when we're in possession, we're going to play at a super high tempo. Never time waste. When we're in transition, we've already distributed to the playmaker. Fine. When we're out of possession, we're already playing with a much higher line. We're already using the offside trap. Works for me. So the last change that we want to make then is to put ourselves on very attacking. Try and nick a goal here. Dodos delivers the corner, finds the head of Reed, but Reed just heads straight over the bar, and now it's a goal kick. Now let's see if our more attacking mentality here is going to actually make a difference. So they want me to sub off Lenihan because they don't want him to get a yellow card, because he'll get suspended if they do. As Rankin Costello heads to Travis. Travis looks to deliver a ball in to Holtby, but it's headed clear, and now Nyambe is going to try and deliver again, but it is deflected out for a corner by the legs of Albanos. Barry Douglas now looks to deliver an outswinger here. Only finds the head of a Brentford defender, and now Mabumo up top on his own has beaten his man and is now essentially one-on-one with the keeper. And he shoots and he scores. Brentford take the lead in the 75th minute. That's the downside of going all-out attack, or very attacking as it's called now. So Douglas is apprehensive, Travis is aggressive. Let's skip that replay. It was a brilliant solo goal. Yeah, Berriton can come on now for Curtis Jones. That's a sub I would have made anyway, as Raya now with a goal kick plays it short to Reed. Armstrong's having an absolute nightmare of a game here. Don't have an extra sub to make though, as we're putting some pressure on Godos. After all the praise I gave Armstrong, he's kind of let me down today. Norgard now moving forward. Finds Mabumo. Mabumo again one-on-one. Slots it past Kaminski to make it 2-0 to Brentford. We're going to keep our attacking formation, our attacking tactics out now, because we need to at least try and get a goal back here, if not both of them, in the last 5 minutes of the game. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen as we approach the 90th minute now. We've got 4 minutes of added time. Let's bring Stuart Downing on. Give Rankin Costello a few minutes of rest here as Nyambe takes a throw. Downing now. Back to Nyambe. Nyambe plays it back to Lenihan. Tapping it between them, looking for that delivery. Lenihan hits the ball and the final whistle is blown. And Brentford win 2-0. We suffer our first loss. Far from pleased. Everybody likes the fact that I'm far from pleased. Hopefully that's going to fire them up for the Norwich result. But that is a bit of a setback in our chase for the automatic promotion places. We're now 9 points behind second, but we're still 8 points ahead of 4th place. So we're still holding on. We are still holding on. Let's see what's going on here. So Spennymore's Thompson update. One of the players to make a real difference. Fantastic. So Rothwell's been injured for 2 to 3 weeks. I shouldn't have left you on as long as I did. Now let's attend this press conference and see what's going on. You can't be happy following a result and a performance like that. We didn't begin to play as well as we're capable of. It was disappointing in every department and it was not good enough. Such a disappointing result surely means it's back to the training ground and back to the drawing board for you. We have to do better for sure. 12-match league winning run is finally over. You must be disappointed. What's done is done and a new run starts now. We know we've got the ability to do it all again. Failed to register so much as a shot on target. I'm embarrassed and I hope the players are too. There's some bafflement that I refuse to substitute Adam Armstrong. Uh, I thought the reaction for supporters was disappointing as my options were limited in terms of making a change. Yep, that works for me. And let's leave that press conference now and see what's going on. So, Alaigbe, I think is how you say that. He didn't play well. He played the whole 90 minutes and didn't play well. That's fine. Sardi had a fine game before being substituted. Brilliant. Anelzy had a fine game. Great. Whitehall put in a solid display. Great. And Lenihan reveals my fury. Good. I should have absolutely let loose on you. I didn't throw the water bottle this time, but maybe I should have done. Curtis Jones liked my this guy is signable for free. It looks like he'd be a relatively decent backup centre back with relatively high potential. So we're going to approach to sign this fella. See what he wants. So he wants to be a fringe player rather than a breakthrough prospect. I'll send him on an intensive language course. Let's see if... Okay, so he'll go for a fringe player. We can bring him in as a fringe player. He doesn't want that much in wage. Let's just take that down a couple of notches. And up these a bit. And he's happy with that. Fantastic. Let's see if we can get this little young Argentinian centre back in as we head towards our game against Bristol City, hoping to start closing the gap between us and Brentford in second place. Norwich are miles away in first at the moment. Huddersfield have just lost their 9-game unbeaten run, though. Who beat them? Who beat them? QPR did. Well done, QPR. But they stopped Huddersfield from gaining ground on me there now. Sturgis had a quiet game, played all 90 minutes, conceded 3. And that's a quiet game, apparently, conceding 3 goals as a goalkeeper. Available first team players for the under 23s. Let's give all those guys 90 minutes. Johnson, Evans, Ayala, and Harvey Elliott. Let's quickly just go to Harvey Elliott and say he's available for the under 23 squad. You can have 45 minutes, mate. We need you for the Norwich game. Come on, Bristol game. Roll on Wednesday, see if we can get back into winning ways. Branthwaite and Lenihan have been called up for international duty. Go and enjoy, guys. And this is from the Papa John's Trophy. We've got a few players to look at. Reece Burke here. 66. That's not what it said, 76 just before. He's contracted to Brentford. We're not going to get him then, but he would be a decent signing. He's got decent potential. Harrison Burrows is a 73. Still says he's a 73 here. Cool. But while he's got good potential, he's not really there now. He plays for Peterborough. They reckon he cost 140k, so I'm not going to even look at that. Luke Wolfenden apparently won't cost anything. He's 625k, but apparently he'll cost nothing. But again, he's not good enough. I really only want to be signing people that improve my first team at the moment. And Chucks Aneke, or Aneke, he would be our third best striker. Apparently Bradley Dack is our best. But Armstrong, I'm playing up there at the moment. And this guy could be as good as Armstrong, apparently. But he's valued at 1.1 mil. I'm not going to get him. But interesting scouting reports from the Papa John's Trophy. Thank you. So Lafort, you can go away. You're obviously not a good shout. Let's discard that. Guadino, though. Reckon he'd be a good signing. Attribute-wise, you didn't learn very much about him, did you? Position and role as a centre mid. He would be our best, apparently, as a Metzala. Scouting required for everything else. Let's keep scouting him. And then Sibachu is apparently not very good at all. So let's just discard this one. We don't want to see that anymore. Our training schedule is as I would want it to be. Apart from here, we're going to do some extracurricular community outreach. Let's let the community love us. Hopefully that'll help get some more people through the gates, and we can start making some money. Woodgate unlikely to sign Dak. Yeah, you're not going to sign Dak. What are you talking about? Who says you've even got a chance of signing Dak? So Brandon Lonsdale has improved slightly. He is our 18-year-old striker or winger. Not looking great at the moment, but who knows, his potential might be there. So Lonsdale, he's not even got that great potential. So we'll let him gain value a little bit, and then we'll probably sell him. Let's do what they're saying here. Remove some things and add some other things. Hopefully that's going to make our coaching that little bit more effective as we move on towards this Bristol game. Corey Evans is injured. I don't really play Evans. So Whitehall had a fine game. Fantastic. Now what have we got going on here? Our team selection advice. So we'll see what they're actually suggesting, and then we'll jump on and make some changes. So how is Harvey Elliott looking right now? He's low. He's got an increased injury risk. So we're going to bring on Rankin Costello in his place, I think, or Woodburn. We're going to bring on Woodburn in his place. And Woodburn is an inverted winger on support, which is exactly what you are here. And then Harvey Elliott can drop out for... we'll go for Bradley Johnson. No, we'll go for Tribal. He's a better player. So we've got Travis and Jones here. I think what we're going to do here, though, is we're going to play Tribal instead of Travis, and we're going to change him to a deep lying playmaker. On support. On defend, actually. Let's have him stay back. We're going to change Bradley Dack into a shadow striker. Curtis Jones, how's his fitness looking? Not amazing, but we don't really have another option for there at the moment. So, yep, he's going to stay there as he is. Berriton, Dack and Woodburn with Armstrong up front. Williams as a left back. Let's put him as a no-nonsense fullback. Niambi playing on the right as normal. And then Branthenwaite and Simjinovic here in the middle. So Branthenwaite, he is going to play as a ball-playing defender. He's got the ability to. I think that'll do for this. That'll do. That'll do nicely, I think. We're firm favourites, apparently. 10 to 11. Fantastic. And we've got the press conference. Let's get it out of the way. What sort of reaction are you expecting to your players after the disappointment? We've gone away, licked our wounds, and now's the time to bounce back with a much better performance. Could make a real statement about my intentions and go on the attack from the first whistle. How will you approach this game? I want to encourage attacking play, but we've got to be careful too. Turn D-Wood into something of a fortress. How important is the record? Teams won't relish a trip here. Armstrong has physical trip. Yep, I love having that sort of player. Thank you. Now, thank you for enjoying my answers as well, press people. And we had people enjoying what I was saying as well. So let's crack on now and try and find winning form again. Simjinovic is showing pleasing progress. Of course he is. It was Stuart Downing and Rothwell liked what I was saying. So let's have a look and see what Simjinovic is. It's only his agility that's been going up here, but he's now worth 4 million. I signed him for nothing, guys. Absolutely nothing, and he's already worth 4 million. But now, Berriton is injured, so we're going to have to leave him to our physio and find a different left winger to play. So that is going to have to be Rankin Costello coming on for Berriton, and then Berriton can drop out for Bradley Johnson for now. That's kind of a big hit. But it's only Bristol City. They're 13th in the table. We're 10 places ahead of them right now. So this should be a comfortable win for us. And then we've got Norwich on Saturday before we've got some players going away for international duty. So Alaigbe had a quiet game there. Great. Fine. He played up front. Thompson playing as a left back. Didn't play well. And Brentford's 6-game unbeaten run ends. Fantastic. So Brenton lost to Derby. Derby are... Wait, where even are Derby? They're 7th at the moment. Which means if we win, we make up some ground here and we'll only be 6 points behind Brentford if we win. And then we've got our game against Norwich, which we can potentially close some ground against them as well. I didn't even check if Norwich played yesterday. Let's see. Did Norwich play? Norwich didn't play. No, they play today. And they're playing Forest. That should be a good game. Homegrown players update. Great. More people called up for stuff. So we've got Jack Vale going to the Wales under-21s. He's going to be a beast, this fella. He really does look like he's going to be a beast. We might have to loan him out again next season. But then I think he'll probably be in a good enough place to be knocking on the door of the first team. Nyambe's going to play for Namibia. Simunovic did get a call up. Louis Annalsey got called up for Gibraltar. And Ben Woodburn's been called up for Wales. Fantastic. He's made it back into the team after being dropped at the beginning of the season. Barely played recently, though. So Berriton apparently is back. But I'm not going to risk him. Let's have a look and see what we've got here. So they want me to bring on Harvey Elliott for Ben Woodburn and Lewis Travis for Tribal. I'm not going to do that, though. But I will tackle harder. And I will go attacking from the off. Go to our team selection, see what we've got. We know what we've got because we've just done that. Now let's look at our opposition instructions. So we will always press the striker. We will tight mark the striker. We'll do everything to the striker. We will stop tight marking their wingers and their attacking midfielder centre, but we will press them always and always show them onto their weaker foot. And we will press their attacking right mid and always show him onto his weaker foot as well. Now that is a lot of team instructions. Hopefully that's not going to overwhelm our guys. But things are looking okay at the moment. Simunovic is looking forward to a battle and Tribal is looking forward to a battle. Great. Let's hope that you're looking forward to it means a good performance from you guys. Yati can get some instructions set on him as well. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm just straight into it. Great opportunity to tell the press they've been right to back you. Go and make things happen, guys. As Bristol City kick off. Callas to Moore. Long ball forward only finds Nyambe. And Nyambe finds Woodburn. Woodburn slowly turns, finds a long ball towards Dak, playing in a new shadow striker role today. Tries to cross in, but Mola blocks. And now Mola can try and start something for Bristol. Now O'Leary. Going to play it long. He is indeed. And it finds the head of Branthenwaite, who finds Woodburn with his header. Plays it to Curtis Jones. Ball forward to Armstrong. Rattles between defenders' legs and goes out for a corner. Dak now with the corner. Floats it towards the back post towards Armstrong, but he can't reach it, and Bristol head clear, and now Branthenwaite picks up the loose ball, and Blackburn can try and build again. First 5 minutes of the game, it has been all Blackburn Rovers so far today. Let's see if they can turn this dominance into goals, as De Silva takes a throw to Piatti. Silva now breaking down the left-hand side for Bristol. Looks for a delivery into the box. Wyman's there at the back post, but he heads over. Great play by De Silva there to get down there and find him. A poor finish there. Now the game seems to have settled down and quietened into a bit of a rhythm at the moment as Branthenwaite picks up a knock. He should be able to play through it. Now O'Leary clutches the ball to his chest and then plays it long, looking for Piatti, but Nyambe picks it up. And then Simunovic with the ball forward towards Armstrong, headed away but only as far as Dak, and now Curtis Jones plays a nice little pass towards Bradley Dak, who tries to feed Rankin Costello, but it's cut out as Branthenwaite heads it back to Woodburn. And now Tribal, long ball forward to Armstrong. O'Leary with a great save, tipping it over the bar. But it's a free kick because Armstrong was offside. He didn't look offside to me. Approaching the half-time whistle here now. And I don't even know how to say his name, but Bristol are on the break. Mola, Tribal tries to dispossess but fails. Tomlin plays a ball forward to Piatti, but Kaminski's equal to the shot and tips it round the corner, round the post for a Bristol corner. Is it Piatti or Piatti that? I don't know if I'm reading that wrong, but Kaminski gathers the corner. And the half-time whistle goes and honours are still even. Blackburn have been the more dominant side. Go on, let the press see how good you are, guys. And let's see if we've got any awful performances to take off. So Rankin Costello has not been playing well. I think we're going to give Stuart Downing a run out here. And Stuart Downing, I think, is going to be better rather than an inverted winger as an actual winger on support as well, especially on that left-hand side. And let's start this second half and see if we can actually make something happen now as Curtis Jones finds Branthwaite. Williams now to Stuart Downing, who starts progressing forwards here. He's got some space to move into, but he's quickly closed down by Walsh, and it's out for a Blackburn throw. Williams now takes the throw, but it comes to nothing. Now we've got Niambe with a throw on the other side, finds Woodburn. Woodburn working his way down the right-hand side, looking for an opportunity to cross. Finds it, but it cannons off the legs of the Bristol defenders. But Niambe delivers it, and Curtis Jones puts it over the bar from 7 yards out. I've got Downing delivering a free kick in, but O'Leary comes and claims comfortably. Can he send Bristol on a break here as he finds Piatti? It is Piatti. But his shot is tame and Kaminski can gather it easily. Come on, guys. Niambe now with a throw. Finds the header Woodburn, who nods it down to Tribal. Tribal now delivers it into the area, and Curtis Jones fires it wide from 8 yards out. Blackburn keep knocking, but the door has not been opened yet as Sessegnon throws it to Tomlin. Back to Sessegnon, who keeps breaking further down the wing here. Making his way towards the byline, tries to put the delivery in, but it is blocked comfortably by Curtis Jones. Out for a Bristol corner as Piatti delivers it and Curtis Jones heads clear. Adam Armstrong puts pressure on Walsh as he tries to advance forwards there. He has to go backwards to De Silva and Callas. And now Mola trying to make something happen from the midfield. Adu, is that how you say the other guy's name? As Patterson shoots and Kaminski palms it away and Niambe can clear. I am going to give the boys some encouragement here. Piatti now on the ball. Silva threads the ball through to Piatti again, looking to deliver something in, but Niambe dispossesses him, and it is another corner for Bristol. Bristol showing a period of dominance right here now, as Piatti looks for that outswinging delivery. But Jones heads it back out towards him. Ball played into De Silva inside the area, who shoots, but it goes into the stands. O'Leary with a goal kick now for Bristol. Playing long. Finds the header Williams, whose header reaches Downing, but he's dispossessed by Sessegnon. And now Tomlin can send Patterson, who brings Mola into play, looking for that long ball out to Sessegnon on the wing, finds him. Sessegnon tries to cut inside, but Downing dispossesses him and plays Williams on the edge of the Blackburn area. To Branthwaite, back out to Williams. Played forward again to Stuart Downing. Stuart Downing under pressure now. Holds it up and finds Dak, who threads Armstrong through. Armstrong with one more to beat here. Shoots from range, but it is wide. We've already given them some encouragement as Williams now with a throw. Finds the head of Dak. But Bristol get a chance to clear now as Tomlin starts running away forward. Now Blackburn coming forward again now with Curtis Jones. Finds Armstrong, who plays it out onto the right for Woodburn to Tribal. Armstrong now on the edge of the area. Can he beat his man? He cannot. Alas, plays it out of play for a throw. At the 70th minute here, we're going to make some changes, I think. Yep, so 70th minute. We are going to put Bradley Dack up top with Armstrong, and he is going to play as a deep lying forward on support. And We are going to take off Branthwaite, weight, bring on Lenihan. His injury is hampering him a little bit. He can become a central defender, stopper. And do we want to make any other changes? We could bring Barry Douglas on for Williams. Williams is having a great game, though. But Bradley Dack is not playing well at all. But he's just been put into that role. We do not have a striker on the bench to replace him with now. So if we do this, we'll have to bring our centre attacking mid back. Or hang on a second, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this straight away. So Holtby out, Woodburn up top with, yes, still playing as a deep lying forward on support. He's not a big guy, but hopefully he can start actually creating some things here for Armstrong to take advantage of. Didn't finish that actually. We are going to go into, when we're in possession as well, we're going to turn the tempo up and we're going to leave ourselves on attacking. Let's do it. Let's crack on with this now. Curtis Jones is not coming off, I'm afraid. Not right now. We're probably going to need him for the Norwich game. But we kind of need him here. Until we score, he's staying on the pitch. Because he's had the majority of the chances for us there. There he has a header on target, but O'Leary saves comfortably. And there's 15 minutes left of the game here as O'Leary plays that ball long. Finds the head of, how do you say that fella's name? Died-you. Farmer Died-you. Or Dade-you. And as Patterson feeds him, he manages to slot that straight into the goal. And now we are disappointingly 1-0 behind. 10 minutes remain. Can Blackburn make something happen here? They have been mostly dominant. We need to at least equalise. We're going to go very attacking for the last 5 minutes. Hopefully that's going to make all the difference that we need. But we don't really have anything to link up the midfield and the attack other than the wingers. And Woodburn, if he does drop back a little bit, that was offside. Thank you. If that had stood, I'd have been fuming. Yeah, miles offside. Now, 2 minutes of the game remain. Blackburn now with an attack. Curtis Jones breaking forward. Shoots from range, cannons off the defenders. Bristol have been amazing with their blocking game today. As Downing's pass disappointingly finds nobody. We're going to have 3 minutes of added time here. Williams with a throw. Tries to find the head of Downing, but it's headed straight out of play for a corner. And Downing heads over to deliver it. Swung in. Only finds the head of Didau, and Simunovic retreats to pick the ball up. Plays it back to Niambe. Feeds Tribal. And the final whistle is blown. And we lose 1-0. Now, that really was a game we should have been winning. We were not good enough today. Let's make sure they know that. But hopefully this will give them the motivation to start spanking Norwich. Harvey Elliott is going to be back for the Norwich game as well. Let's hit this press conference. I know what the questions are going to be. Adam Armstrong didn't seem to have much luck in goal. Why do you think that was? He was snatching at his chances a bit, but he's getting in the right positions, and that's reassuring. O'Leary had a great game. Yeah, he did. He played very well. It's a shame he didn't save the performance for a different opponent. I'll agree with that. Their keeper was great. Niambe is unfit. That's fine. We'll play Harwood Bellis against Norwich. We're still comfortably in third, still with an 8-point gap. But nothing changed between us and the top. Norwich won as well, though, so they did extend their lead a little bit now. They're 14 points ahead. Ooh, hiccup. Burpee hiccup, let's say. And let's just try and race forward to this Norwich game. If we can get one over on the people who are absolutely running away with the league, that's going to be huge for us, I think. Davenport showing pleasing progress. Good. Good. He's going to be a very good player. He's already our second best defensive midfielder. We don't play a defensive midfielder at the moment, though, so maybe that's to our detriment. We may switch to a tactic with a defensive midfielder in it instead of our attacking playmaker. Here's our intake of youth players, guys. I didn't even realise it was nearly regen day. Now let's see what we've got. So it doesn't look like we've got a very good one at all. We've got Kevin Bennett here, an attacking left mid, who's got the potential to be good, but not amazing. A decent rating for the senior team, a good rating for the senior team. So that's his potential at least anyway. So nothing to worry about for him right now, but 15-year-old Canadian's been brought in. Other than that, everyone else seems to be pretty naff. I mean, we've got Fraser Underwood, who's another left mid. So we've got two left mids that have okay potential. And we have this guy, this defender left or midfielder left. Got some pretty good potential as well. They don't look awful, but they don't look that great either. So, right, let's again use that suggested squad, and then we'll go in to our tactics here and have a look what we've got. So, Berriton, no, you're not playing there. Armstrong is going to play there. Yes, he might get tired, but you're still slightly injured. Howard Bellis there is fine. Fullback on defend. Lenahan and Williams. Williams we will play as a ball playing centre back on stopper. What's his passing? His passing's 11, which isn't terrible. So yeah, we'll go with that. What's Lenahan's passing? 11 as well. So either of them could play that role, but we'll leave Williams in it. And then Douglas here can play as a wing back on, or a full back rather, on support. So we've got Davenport playing as our Metzala there, but he should be a ball-winning midfielder. But so should Travis. So ball-winning midfielder on defend. Davenport. So he plays best as a ball-winning midfielder, but he's going to go in as a box-to-boxer here. Rankin, Costello, Dak, and Elliott. I can get on board with that. Curtis Jones on the bench. Fine. And Armstrong up top. I'm happy with that. I am happy with that, but we're not playing Berriton. But let's... Norwich are evens. Norwich are evens. That's all we need to say. They're definite favourites. Barker discusses manager pressure. Go nuts, mate. Under 18's fixtures clash. We know that. And then Norwich's opposition report. Yes, they've been slightly more interesting than us in an attacking sense. And they've been about the same as us in our quiet, leaky defence here. But let's get through to this game. Here's our press conference. Barker seems to be under the impression that he is handling the pressure of a big match better than you. Would you say that's the case? He's just trying to get under my skin. Has a reputation for favouring a very patient possession game with his Norwich side. What are your thoughts on his style and how would I be looking to counter it? Try to focus more on the way my team plays. Are you perhaps being a little inflexible and stubborn in your refusal to adapt? Not at all. I just don't really see any value in publicly disclosing my decisions. Will I have Berriton available against Norwich? It'll be touch and go. Put together quite the run of form away. What's the secret? Just think the way we set up lends itself to it. Douglas has been scintillating. How important has his contribution been? He's been magnificent. Let's give him... We're bigging up all our players now. That might actually be what's making us lose these games, though. Maybe that was a bad shout to do that, but we don't know yet. Maxime Teixeira is awful. So yeah, we'll just acknowledge that. We don't want to look at him just yet. Training week in review. Niambe's trained great, but he's nearly dead. So we're not playing him today. He is nearly dead. May have to bring him off the bench though, who knows, as we now play Norwich. Now a loss here and a Huddersfield win puts us in a bit more of a precarious position to end the season with. Still match fit, you can have 60 minutes. Let's put Holtby, Evans and Pears in. And then this guy can have 90 minutes, and that's Tribal. Good. Now let's see what we've got here as we start heading our way into the Norwich game. So I'm going to have to hopefully not kill him, but snap Buendia. Right, tactical meeting, let's do it. Next match only. Bang. We'll just do the opposition instructions there. Go to the team selection. We already know our team's good. So Buendia, we're doing everything to him anyway. Ida, we will press you always and tackle you hard as well. We will press you always. We will press you always. We've already shown them onto the weaker foot. And that I am happy with. Yep, that I'm happy with. Let's do this. We are playing at Carrow Road today. We are away from home here. I think we've got a chance here, you know. A lot of you'll be keen to avenge. That motivates everyone. Now let's see if at Carrow Road we can put a thorn in Norwich's title chase. I say title chase, like I say, they're 14 points ahead of me. Blackburn keeping some nice possession there to begin with. As we've got a throw now from Douglas. Finds the feet of Dak. Tries to play Douglas in again, but Placheta claims it. But Norwich make an awful mistake there and ranking Costello with a curler that just goes over the bar. Tim Krul seemed to have it covered though. As now Quintilla gets dispossessed by Harwood Bellis but recovers. But Davenport heads that out, and now Armstrong just has the two Norwich defenders in front of him. If he can cut inside and beat one of them, he evades the challenge of one, feeds Travis, but Travis boots it into the face of a Norwich defender, and it comes to nothing. But things are looking good so far for Blackburn. 3 shots, none on target so far. But we're beating Norwich in the shot game here. Norwich now have a throw that Hanley delivers to Emmy. Back to Hanley again, who plays a through ball through to Placheta, who surely was offside right there, but Williams can clear. And Armstrong gathers that loose ball, but Zimmerman quickly dispossesses him and plays it back to Hanley, who forces the ball back to Tim Krul, who tries to build again by passing to Gibson, but Gibson's forced back to his goalie again. And now Krul, taking his time to pick his pass, finds Zimmerman. Zimmerman to McLean. Hanley now plays that long ball, trying to feed Placheta, who beats Barry Douglas. But Douglas comes back in time to cover. Ball's played back to Emmy. McLean now on the edge of the area. Finds Skip, but Kaminski claims. Howard Bellis to Elliott. Harvey Elliott back in the team after a short absence. Williams out to Douglas. There's space on this left-hand side now as Bradley Dack is fed. He shoots, but the block is fantastic. It's fed back into Dack again, but he's dispossessed by Gibson. No penalty, even though the appeal was there. Kaminski finds Lenihan with a simple pass from his goal kick, and Harwood Bellis starts making some progress down the right, bringing Elliott into play, but it's back to Harwood Bellis. Now to Travis, who feeds Elliott again. Elliott with a long ball forward to Armstrong, who hits the bar. Krull was beaten, but the offside flag was up anyway, and Norwich have a free kick. 25 minutes gone. Let's give the boys some encouragement as we have a throw here. As Harvey Elliott now on the edge of the area finds Travis, back to Williams. Plays that ball in towards Dak, but it is cleared by Gibson, but only as far as Lenihan. The long ball forward finds Dak though, and Dak slides it past Tim Krul, but the flag was already up. I do not believe Dak was offside there. But yeah, so far it has been all Blackburn. But none of the 5 targets, the 5 shots on target that we've had, none of the 5 shots that we've had have been on target. We're going to have to bring a centre back on here, and then move Williams out. So you become a no-nonsense centre back stopper. You become a fullback, a no-nonsense fullback on defend. And let's just do that. I can't believe they injured Barry Douglas as Tim Krul now takes a free kick short to Gibson. Gibson then hits it long, looking for Ida, finds him, but Ida can only find Harwood Bellis. Now Williams, ball forward looking for Bradley Dack, but Zimmerman can head clear, and now Travis to Harvey Elliott. Elliott feeds Armstrong, who's definitely onside, and slams it past Tim Krul for his 29th goal of the season. Blackburn take the lead just before half-time. 1-0, Blackburn Rovers. And what a game this is turning out to be. Is this the game that Blackburn find their form again? Pleased with how things are going. You've played well, but there is still room for improvement. Let's see what our player ratings are like. Decent. So we'll leave things as they are for now. Maybe bring Curtis Jones off on in about 20 minutes. Norwich start the second half here. Good ball forward to Martin. Martin now tries to deliver, but Simunovic rises and clears as Rankin Costello now has space to advance. Plays it to Bradley Dack, who feeds Elliott, who cuts inside, but is blocked off and has to play it back to Travis. And now it's back with the defensive line as Simunovic plays that long ball forward towards Armstrong, but it comes to Norwich with a corner here as Martin looks to deliver. Lenihan, though, heads clear, but McLean is going to pick up that second ball. McLean forced backwards now, though, to Gibson. Gibson forced back again to Quintilla. Quintilla's being forced out wide here, but finds a decent ball forward to Cantwell. Cantwell feeds Martin, and Martin slots it straight past Kaminski. Kaminski didn't even move. He was rooted to the spot there. Beaten at the near post. That deserves some encouragement there, I think. We don't need to see that goal again. It was kind of embarrassing how it was delivered. Now Harvey Elliott with a corner. Can he find the head of a Blackburn man? He cannot. He only goes as far as Gibson, but Elliott picks up the second ball and finds Travis on the edge of the area. Plays it to Lenihan. Now Harwood Bellis, giving Norwich time to leave their penalty area, make some space for the forwards here. As Lenihan plays that long ball forward, Armstrong picks it up, tries to slot it past at the near post, but Tim Krul can clear, but the assistant raised his flag. Armstrong was offside. I don't think he actually was. I think he looked fully onside there. And we're on the 65th minute now. We'll let this highlight play out as Harwood Bellis plays it all the way back to Kaminski. And switches to Williams. Simunovic up towards Bradley Dack. Heads it down to Armstrong. Armstrong now trying to beat his defender. Feeds out to Costello on this left-hand side. And Rankin Costello finds Davenport. Back to Rankin Costello again. Armstrong cannons a shot against the defender. Looks like they were claiming Rankin Costello was offside there. He definitely wasn't. This linesman has something against us, I'm sure of it. Williams hoiks that ball forward, but Byron picks it up. And now Hernandez here on the right-hand side for Norwich. Loses the ball by passing it straight to Dack's feet. Armstrong picks it up in a clearly onside position, but we're just waiting for that flag. Armstrong dispossessed by two brilliant tackles there. Plays the ball in, but McLean heads clear. And now Hugill has a chance to move forward. Plays it to Hernandez. Hernandez still advancing. Skips past Williams. Williams comes back to try and recover though, but he skips past him again. Shoots, and it's closer to the corner flag than it is to the goal. Now, we are going to bring Curtis Jones on for Bradley Dack, because Bradley Dack is dying. I'm going to give Curtis Jones a go, and we are going to switch ourselves into an attacking mentality and leave our tempo just on higher, I think. But we're also going to work the ball into the box. We normally don't do that. We're going to do that now and try and score from inside the area rather than continuing to take long shots. Now Martin looks to deliver here for Norwich, but it's cleared by the head of Williams. Martin picks it up again on the edge, and then Byram shoots, but it is wide. Goal kick, Kaminski to take. 15 minutes of the game remain. I'll leave Berreton on the bench. I'm going to bring Berreton on for a little bit against my best ideas, I think. But we need to change something up on that left-hand side, because whenever something happens over there, we just seem to lose the ball too easily. But now Curtis Jones is charging his way forward, finds Armstrong, and onside, 30th goal of the season, knocked in from 5 yards, Adam Armstrong again. And we are going to put ourselves into a cautious attitude right here now. So we'll proceed with that. Let's pop ourselves on cautious. Let's go to our tactics, and in possession now, we're going to play a much lower tempo. Not a much lower tempo, let's just go for a lower tempo. waste time frequently. And yeah, that's good enough, I think. Let's go. Make this happen. Williams tries to find Jones, but is intercepted. And Hernandez now breaking down the right for Norwich. It's possessed by Davenport, but Hugel gets a shot off at the end and it is wide. Harwood Bellis tries to find Travis, but Martin is stood there. He threw it straight to the opposition, and now Cantwell starts coming forward. Tries to play it back to Martin, but Elliott intercepts, and now this could be dangerous for Norwich as Brereton now breaks into the area, shoots, but it's blocked. Brereton picks up that second ball, tries to deliver it, but it's blocked out again for a corner. And here's Harvey Elliott now with the outswinger. Taking his time with this. 7 minutes of the game remain. Elliott delivers. Armstrong at the back post, but Hanley rises and meets it first as Martin now looks to break. Harwood Bellis brings him down cynically here. And there's a yellow card for Harwood Bellis. But now Lenihan with a free kick forwards finds Harvey Elliott. Elliott to Travis, tries to find Davenport, but it's intercepted. And now Hugel plays in Hernandez. And Williams dispossesses brilliantly, and Kaminski can pick up the loose ball. That was dangerous there from Williams, though he is already on a yellow card. Kaminski now holds onto the ball for a little while, looking for a red shirt. And Travis plays it back to Kaminski again. Long ball forward, looking for Brereton. Brereton picks this up and skips past his marker. But then Byram slides in brilliantly, and the loose ball rolls all the way back to Tim Krull. He gets there before Armstrong, but Davenport picks up the clearance from Krull. Armstrong dispossessed, tries to find Brereton, but again, intercepted. Norwich are putting in a defensive masterclass right here now as Skip now comes forward and shoots from range, not far wide. 2 minutes remain, plus stoppage time. Yep, we'll press Skip, why not? Simjinovic now with a free kick. There is 5 minutes of added time here as Lenihan plays that long ball forward. But it comes to absolutely nothing now as Martin has a chance to cut inside, but Harvey Elliott dispossesses him. Brilliant game from that lad back in the first team today. As he loses out, but Travis picks up that loose ball, and now Lenihan, Harwood Bellis, long ball forward, trying to find Armstrong, but fails, and Davenport dispossesses to make sure Norwich can't break from that. And now Davenport with the ball forward, but Byrne gets there first. Ends up with Elliott out here on the right-hand side, who plays it to Travis, but Travis gives it straight away to Skip. And now the ball's played to Hernandez on the right for Norwich, and Hugel picks up that through ball. And it's tipped around the post for a corner. Now Williams with a throw in towards Curtis Jones, but Quintilla's there first, and Lenihan picks up that second ball. Beautiful ball forward towards Harvey Elliott, but the flag's up. Elliott was offside. This linesman hates me. It looked close, that one. Back to Harley. The ref's got to be looking at his watch right now. Martin out on the left, plays the ball back to Krull. Krull to Hanley. Hanley to McLean. McLean plays the ball forward to Martin, headed back to Quintilla. Come on, ref. We've had 16 extra seconds here now. Cantwell to Quintilla, but it goes out of play for a throw. And it's all over. The ref blows his final whistle. Blackburn have beaten the league leaders Norwich 2-1. So 2 disappointing results and 1 absolutely fantastic result so far today. And it does leave us 7 points off Brentford. So that means Brentford must have drawn. Let's see. Yeah, 0-0 for Brentford there. Norwich lose. So we've gained some ground. But with only 8 games left of the season, is that going to be enough for us to be able to? Probably not to first. That gap, I'm going to say, is probably too big to close. Might be able to pip Brentford. Let's quickly jump out and see what all this news is about. So Barry Douglas is injured. He's out for 2 to 5 months. Thank you very much, Norwich. Post-match press conference. Let's have a look. And what sort of impact do you think getting a goal just before half-time had? Great time to score. How much of a boost will Armstrong's winning goal be? I think any moment like that's a nice boost. Harwood Bellis picks up another yellow card, taking his tally to 8 for the season. Does that record concern you? In the role he plays, you have to accept he's going to pick them up. How significant a blow will the loss of Douglas be? Any team would find it harder without a player of his quality. Almost like that, hardly going to reduce interest in him, are they? Um, I'm pleased he is playing well, and I remain confident of keeping him at the club. Schalke manager Ziedler was spotted in the crowd today following speculation he's interested in Armstrong. Would I be willing to discuss a deal? There's no way he's leaving. Not want him to leave. And you don't want to go to Schalke. In real life, they're bottom of the Bundesliga, aren't they? Youth candidates evaluated. Apparently, Kevin Bennett is our best prospect. We knew that. And then Fraser Underwood, Terry Jones, and Lyndon Weller. None of which look very good. So I think I'm not even going to bother looking at them too much. Neil stars for the youth candidates, who actually beat our under-18s 3-1. Russell Neal scoring a hat-trick there. He looks absolutely garbage. Where is he? Yeah, right here. He's not good at all, but he managed to knock 3 goals past our under-18s as a 15-year-old. Whitehall, quiet game. Igby, quiet game. Sardi, quiet game. Thompson, good performance, finally, thank you. Annalsey, one of the players to make a real difference. Even though they lost, but he still played well. 7 interceptions is decent. Mitchell raises fitness concerns for Armstrong and Lenihan. Okay, cool. We'll give them a rest in the next game, but not talk to them about it. Yes, Ziedler was here. Cool. Let's have a little look at the schedule here. What have we got going on in the near future? So we have a game against Wickham, who are currently 21st. So we've got one easy game, and then we've got a game against Bournemouth, who are currently 4th. So Bournemouth are literally just behind us. So we're going to need to be at our best for that game as well, I guess. But we should have got those 2 out of the way by the time we see you again, and you should join us back again for the Cardiff and Derby games. So we've got a relatively interesting end to the season here. We have to play Huddersfield as well before the end of the season. They're quite close behind us, chasing as well. So we've got at least 2 semi-difficult games, both at home. So that should be a lot of fun. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. I have been Deej. You guys have been awesome. I will see you in the next one. Peace.